We have more news coming in about the tragic Karur tragedy. After the TVK chief rally, Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin visits Karur hospital. Stalin meets families of victims at hospital. Stalin said that 39 people died in the tragedy. He also said 10 children, 17 women among those who are dead. He also said that injured were being treated at the hospital. Stalin has announced a rupees 10 lakh compensation to the kin of dead. He said that rupees 1 lakh compensation to those who are injured. One member commission will probe the case. This is M.K. Stalin reaching the hospital to see those who have been affected by the Karur tragedy. For more on that, my colleague Anaga Keshav is joining us live. Anaga, we see that M.K. Stalin has now reached the hospital. He's also announced relief for those injured and for the kin of the deceased. What's the latest that we know of this?
Well, in fact, the Chief Minister has held an overnight press meet where the death toll have been raised to 39. It was 38 before, but now we're learning that 39 people have lost their lives, among which 13 of them are men and 17 of them are women, 4 male kids and 5 female kids. In fact, what we're learning is that 53 people are undergoing treatment at the intensive care unit. In fact, the Chief Minister has announced a 10 lakh compensation to the families of deceased and rupees 1 lakh to those who are injured and undergoing treatment. In fact, a question was being put forth to the Chief Minister as to whether Vijay will be arrested on this particular incident, to which the Chief Minister responded saying that he will not be answering questions with political intentions, but a one-woman commission has been constituted in order to probe this particular matter. A report will be filed to really ascertain and find out what caused this tragedy, post which action will be taken against the one who is directly responsible for this, is what the Chief Minister said. Not really whether a case will be filed against Vijay or the political event organizers, against TVK functionaries. The Chief Minister did not make it clear as to against whom the action will be taken. Instead, he said that the commission, that the one-woman commission that's headed by a retired High Court judge, Aruna Jagadishan, will be probing this particular matter. And once the probe is done and the report is placed, that's when action will be taken, is what the Chief Minister says. In fact, he also says that he's not someone who's going to be answering questions based on political interest. He has offered his deepest condolences to the families of those who have passed away, but we also have other political leaders who are already on their way. We are just learning that AMMA's General Secretary TTV Dinakaran is also headed to Karur. Apart from that, we have BJP's leadership, Nainar Nagendran and Annamalai also headed to Karur. Last night, we had the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who directly spoke to Chief Minister to take stock of the situation. In fact, the centre has assured and offered all possible support to the state at this time of tragedy.
Right. So, we're seeing all of these political reactions coming in. We're also seeing that now the Home Minister has reacted. We're seeing that AIMMI leaders are heading to the hospital. But where is TVK Chief Vijay amongst all this? His statement also came in a couple of hours later after this whole incident happened. We're seeing M.K. Stalin at the hospital where he's, interacting with those injured and with the kin of the deceased. But where is TVK Chief Vijay amongst all this?
What we're learning is that TVK Chief Vijay immediately left Karur and reached Chennai by around late last night, is what we are hearing. In fact, Vijay has been receiving a lot of backlash for his for his deafening silence about this particular matter. There was a tweet that was put out by Vijay on this matter, but nothing oral was communicated by Vijay. He silently left Karur and reached Chennai late last night without even speaking a word before leaving Karur or after reaching Chennai. And it's because of this why Vijay has been receiving a lot of backlash. There was a Twitter post that was put out, but that is just not enough for somebody who has been projecting himself as a chief ministerial candidate. It's going to be close to 12 hours, Jessica, since this particular tragic event has transpired, and so far Vijay himself has not really spoken a word on this matter. There has been a tweet that says that he is absolutely shattered by this particular sequence of events, but nothing oral has been conveyed by Vijay. We're still waiting as to whether Vijay will really speak about this or not, but for the moment, he has been receiving a lot of backlash for his deafening silence on this particular tragedy.
Right, that's deafening silence from Vijay, and of course there's to be accountability for this stampede because these crowds swelled in to see him. We know that he arrived late at the rally. Do we know anything that triggered the stampede when his rally was supposed to happen? What is the latest that we know about the cause of the stampede?
In fact, what we're learning from the DGP, who also held a press meet late last night, is that Vijay arrived late to that particular venue. I'm just reading out exactly what Tamil Nadu DGP Mr. Venkatraman said. He says that the TVK, while they sought permission, had said that only 10,000 people would come, but the crowd was close to 25,000 is what Tamil Nadu DGP says. But when we do take a look at that visual, it's very obvious that the crowd number exceeds a lakh. But the DGP says that 25,000 people had gathered at a place that had the capacity to accommodate only 10,000 people. In fact, senior officials with 2,000 policemen have already reached this particular location, is what he says. And he also says that Vijay told that he will be there at around 12 p.m., but he ended up reaching only by 7:40 p.m. Thereby, there was a delay of 7.5 hours on behalf of Vijay, is what he says. In fact, the DGP also says that permission was given to hold the rally only until 3 p.m., but it went on up till 8 p.m. That's the kind of delay and flouting of norms that we are seeing. In fact, the DGP also says that the reason for this particular stampede is currently under investigation by the One Woman Commission. So for the moment, both the police department and Chief Minister have not really pinpointed or ascertained what really has caused this particular tragedy. But it really looks like a stampede-like situation. The One Woman Commission that's headed by Aruna Jagadishan, the retired High Court judge, will be probing this particular matter, post which we'll really find out as to what caused this particular stampede. But we just saw this visual where people were trying to break outside of huts in order to escape this particular location. That's the extent of devastating and scary visuals that we are looking at. People who had come to Vijay's event could not find a way out. They just could not escape. So what they did, they were nearby huts. They broke into the huts, opened up the roof, and then tried finding out escape routes. That's the kind of scary visuals that we are looking at. People just running for their lives. People have died because of suffocation, is what we are hearing officially. Really trying, scrambling to just find a way out of Vijay's political rally. That's the kind of scary and devastating visuals that we are talking about.